A group of women gathered to celebrate a birthday at a lake. To commemorate the occasion, they posed by a bonfire, capturing the moment in an iPhone live photo. But it's what silently lurks on the right side of the image that has chilled viewers to the bone. Clearly visible, peeking out from behind a blonde woman, is the unmistakable face of a child. Gray, pale, and strikingly out of place, the child doesn't look like anyone in the group. In fact, no children attended the gathering, and no one in the photo recognized the boy. Even more unsettling is how the boy's face doesn't reflect the warm glow of the fire. Instead, it appears cold, dark, and disturbingly out of sync with the surroundings. When the live photo is played, viewers noticed how the iPhone's sticker feature, which is designed to detect faces, completely ignores this strange presence, suggesting that the device couldn't even identify him as a person. The comments are now divided. Is this simply a clever digital manipulation? Or could the group have unknowingly captured a genuine ghostly encounter? Tell me what you think in the comments. Influencers. Brie Olson and Santos recently announced that they are dating, but among their new content, viewers have noticed that something strange is happening. Brie and her new boyfriend Santos were doing a live stream from their apartment when their camera caught something creepy.
With Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan, when it first came out, I saw it in theaters. That's how young I was, in the early 2000s.
I saw it too.
At first, viewers thought it was a gift from TikTok. A virtual cowboy hat that was glitching, appearing in the air behind them instead of on their heads. But upon closer inspection, the footage reveals something much more unsettling. Moments before the hat materializes, you can clearly see a ghostly face floating over Brie's shoulder, as if the platform's artificial intelligence had recognized it as a real person and placed the virtual hat on it. Things got even creepier in another live broadcast.
Jen, I love you.
Honey.
That thing rolled over there by itself. That's scary.
A cart in the background suddenly rolls by itself.
Jen, I love you. That thing rolled over there by itself.
But perhaps the most disturbing moment is in another clip. While Brie and Santos are chatting casually, you can see a small child running quickly behind them. Surprisingly, it was later confirmed that there were no children in the apartment at that time. Viewers obviously flooded the comments, claiming that the mysterious child is a ghost that is clearly haunting their new home. Skeptics, however, don't believe that theory. Given this couple's influencer status, many people suspect that these events are part of an elaborate publicity stunt. But I want to know, what do you think? Are Brie and Santos experiencing a genuine enchantment, or is it just a viral marketing stunt? Let me know in the comments. This next clip was recorded by a woman who says her kitchen has always made her feel uncomfortable, as if someone or something was always there with her. One night, while she was working in the kitchen, she found out why, and not in the best way. The woman is busy preparing food when suddenly the cabinet behind her opens with a creak. Then, without warning, A box falls from the cabinet and crashes to the floor, startling her so much that she quickly steps back and leaves the kitchen. What do you think? Is it just bad luck and a loose hinge, or something much stranger? You decide. Imagine you're quietly at home with your family, and suddenly you hear footsteps in the empty room upstairs. That's exactly what happened to a man named Adam. This video is only a few months old, and honestly, it will give you goosebumps. Adam was watching television with his family downstairs when, out of nowhere, he heard the sound of footsteps right on the floor of his room upstairs. Gathering all his courage, he went up to find out what was happening. But what awaited him there will chill you.
I saw it already, boss. Wait there, then. Should I get closer? Yes.
If you look closely, you'll see a pale face of a person or something peeking out from inside the closet. But even before Adam could process what he was seeing or react, the door with the mirror suddenly opens and the face vanishes into thin air, as if it had never been there. The question is this: where did it go? The TikTok user, Paranormal, shared a quick clip filmed during a quiet night shift in the emergency room of a hospital. The staff was left stunned when they noticed that a sign suddenly started moving on its own. With no one around, the mysterious movement continues for several minutes. However, the sharpest viewers quickly pointed out a possible rational explanation. They believe that the sign is simply placed on top of an air conditioning unit, which makes it sway gently in the breeze. Is it just a simple draft or something paranormal? Did it disturb the quiet night in the emergency room? Leave your opinion in the comments. This clip was filmed during a lively public event in a park. The area is full of people enjoying the afternoon. But then something appears in the background that leaves everyone who watches the video completely baffled. As the camera pans through the crowd, everything seems normal. But then, behind the people, a faint, shadowy white figure suddenly appears, almost as if it were watching. No one among the people seems to notice it at that very moment, but the creepy figure is clearly there in the recording. What do you think? Just a trick of the light or something completely different? You decide. Reddit user MusicalMama2 posted a chilling photograph taken at her brother's wedding in 2010. The ceremony, held privately in the couple's apartment in Philadelphia, seemed perfectly normal at first glance. But upon closer inspection, something truly unsettling emerged. In the background, clearly visible in a wall mirror, there is a creepy gray face, completely out of place compared to everyone else in the room. According to the author, this mysterious and strange face did not appear in any other wedding photograph, only in this unsettling image. Could this face belong to a spirit that silently attended the celebration without being invited? Or is there a simpler explanation, like maybe a strange trick of reflection or lighting? What do you think? A young man uploaded this recording to Reddit's paranormal section. They had recently moved to a new place and stated that a handful of really strange events had occurred. Objects moved when no one was around and footsteps echoed at night. Today, the author of the post was watching television when he heard some very strange noises coming from the open yard and started recording.
Hey, man.
That was awesome. All right. What's going on? Are you okay? Can you give me a wipe?
The comments range from saying it's a creepy apparition to just a strange reflection. But it's strange, since the door is open. The man claims there shouldn't be anything to reflect. But then, what do you think? Is this the face of something paranormal? Or what else could it be? Tell me in the comments, what do you think it could be? This video was recorded by a concerned father who also realized that something otherworldly must be happening in his house. And most of the time, this happened when he was completely alone.
All right, take a look at this. There's this noise coming from the bedroom. But my wife and my baby aren't here. They're not in the room. And this noise happens every day, at this exact moment. There's nobody there. There's no one.
Some people believe that we can see something standing here in the doorway. Is it possible? Could it be a ghost in a white dress, or are people just seeing things? Maybe these strange incidents have a more logical explanation. Now we follow the supernatural hunting team who venture into a family home that's supposedly haunted. It's said that a terrible tragedy took place in this house and that apparently it harbors the spirits of its violent past. After setting up the equipment, they check each room, and unusual activity gradually develops. It all starts with very strange noises. However, their camera captured something else that no one saw at that moment.
Yes.
The family says that when they were posing in this house, a man would appear sitting in the armchair, laughing. And that was very scary. So much so that they never wanted to pose inside this house again. Do you want to make a manifestation with us now? We are in complete darkness. We felt that the air was burnt. We felt it was burnt. We felt that the air was burnt. It was burnt. It was catching fire. Shit! 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 Is there anything? Something hit my back.
Apparently nervous, and after hearing, even reading things, the unthinkable happened. Did you see that? A creepy apparition is spying on our investigators. From the living room, it looks like that thing comes straight out of the wall, floating above the couch. Is this the sinister ghost the family saw before in this home? It's definitely terrifying. Like the eyes reflect the light, don't you think? As always, I invite you to watch the investigation and leave your comments below. The following video was shared by Felamundo, and he tells us that he recorded it through Snapchat to share it with a group of friends. Apparently, the young man was in front of his aunt's house in Gainesville, Florida, smoking a cigarette around 7 in the morning. He then saw a strange reflection on the door across the street. Up to that point, everything was fine, but the interesting thing is that the neighboring house was still uninhabited after the owner passed away just a few weeks ago. Felamundo claims that what was captured here was not completely visible to the human eye, and that the creepy details only came to light after watching the recording again on the phone.
Okay, cool.
A creepy face is staring at him from the top part of the door's window, and then it simply vanishes into thin air. Felamundo even checked afterwards to make sure it wasn't an intruder and couldn't find anything. Do you think it could have been the former owner? The young man also says that this wasn't the only really strange incident on that property, but it was the first one he was able to capture on camera. Children's music is often comforting and educational, like fairy tales that help kids grow. However, under certain circumstances, these cheerful melodies turn into sources of fright, especially late at night when the emptiness around you seems to amplify every unsettling note. In the following clip, this innocent charm takes a decidedly sinister turn, leaving viewers wondering what could be lurking in the shadows.
What, are you going to eat me? No, you're not going to eat me. Are you gonna suck my dick well, you know? Hmm?
Look.
Paranormal, my ass. There it is, there it is. Hmm? Paranormal activity? La verga.
In a deeply unsettling twist, a toy vehicle starts playing a distorted version of Baby Shark, sending a chill through the room and unnerving its owners to the point where they have to leave the room. Instantly, the tension rises. Loud knocks shake the door, forcing him to stop filming out of fear of feeding the unknown entity. Later, he confesses that these knocks continued for almost 17 minutes before they finally stopped. Desperate, he sold the vehicle and bought his daughter a new one. With the air purifier turned off, something he believed was protecting them, he hoped for calm to return. Little did he know that this object would become the catalyst for a series of terrifying events. Watch closely.
Are you listening? Some noises were coming from the room. It always has to happen at night, man. Why is it always at night, brother? What's up with you? Are you going to talk now? Are you going to talk? Huh? No, honestly, I don't really know what to say. Look, listen to me. Point number one. If you think you're gonna scare me by slamming and opening little doors, you can kiss my ass, alright? Point two. If you like opening and closing little doors, you can... Can you wash the dishes and sweep for me? And point three, I'm going to sleep and you're going to stop bothering me, alright? Huh? No, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Well, welcome.
Not long after, the father realizes that his daughter has disappeared. He searches every corner of the house, but when he sees that there is no one in the girl's bedroom, he tries to leave the house to get a terrifying look of how the door closes in his own face. Panicking, he runs to his ex's house, suspecting that his daughter might have gone there, but he can't find her anywhere. When he returns, he's surprised to find his daughter resting peacefully in bed, as if she had never left her room. A TikTok user named Madison, who often posts about her daily life with her young daughter, shares more details about a sinister presence that has haunted her for as long as she can remember. As a child, she used to talk to the little girl in her closet, which puzzled her mother. In recent years, the disturbances have intensified, and one evening, Madison heard faint voices coming from her kitchen. She grabbed her phone to document the event, capturing something that shook her to the core. Almost immediately, a disturbing dragging sound can be heard in the kitchen, followed by a faint, sorrowful moan and the unmistakable sound of footsteps. These seem to be heading straight toward her, making her back away in alarm. The eerie footsteps approach Madison. She then recalls a moment from years ago that may reveal the same entity. Curious about strange noises from her mother's room, she recorded with her phone and captured something truly terrifying.
Mom, do you see this? No, holy shit, what the hell is that?
In the dimly lit bedroom, a coal-black figure materializes on the left, then moves upward before fading away. The movement seems unnatural, as if gravity doesn't exist. Its solid darkness radiates an unsettling feeling that this is not a friendly spirit. Madison is still unable to debunk the clip, leaving it as chilling evidence of the malevolent force that may have haunted her for most of her life. Is this truly a glimpse of something beyond our world, or is there a simpler explanation? You decide. Chilling images of a hospital allegedly in Malaysia have recently circulated. The security cameras captured typical scenes, showing some patients resting. The video also contained something that deeply puzzled viewers. Next to a bed, a small, shadowy figure appears, roughly the size of a child. Visitors and hospital staff walk right through it, as if it simply isn't there. The presence of the entity stands out, but it goes completely unnoticed by those moving around there. To make this discovery even more unsettling, sources report that the patient in that same bed passed away shortly after this footage was recorded. Did something come to visit him in his final moments? Or was it there for a darker purpose? Could it be from the camera lens? As always, you decide. A man is playing with his feline friend while recording the tender moment on camera, unaware that this sweet memory would soon turn into something chilling. Let's look at these images. In the video, the toy appears to move on its own as if alive. At that moment, the man doesn't even seem to notice it, but the toy moves almost until it's completely sitting up. A police officer took these disturbing photos after coming home from a long night shift. The story begins even before he arrives at his home. He had that strange feeling of being watched, as if someone had been following him from the police station. Once inside his house, he started hearing voices, even though he was completely alone. Bothered by the noise, he took out his phone and began recording. What the camera captured next is more than enough to send chills down your spine. In the footage, you can see a figure standing in one of the doorways. It's just staring at him. The officer missed it then, but later saw it when reviewing the video. As he walks toward that door, the figure quickly disappears into one of the rooms. The officer's first thought was a robbery, but there was no sign of forced entry. There was no evidence that anyone had been there. What exactly was at his door that night? This footage is from a security camera, obtained and uploaded by the security guard shown here. He claims that he saw a ghostly person approaching him, and apparently the camera even captured the event.
Look, I saw that shit. I saw it. And then it disappeared over there by the table. And I said, okay. I looked and thought, you know what? I'm going to calm down so So I wanted to say to the camera, did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see? I'm telling you it's changed. Did you see that?
Jay thinks it must have been a ghost walking through the lobby area, because what else could it have been? A young policewoman started having terrifying experiences at home after investigating a haunted location. Things got so scary that she started recording everything to prove to her mother that she wasn't imagining things.
They're constantly knocking on the door. Things are happening that aren't normal. Who? Who?
The footage starts with a major mistake in handling supernatural events. He opened the door when something asked to enter. From that moment on, things started to get worse. First, while she was walking back to her room, something pulled the sheets and dragged them right before her eyes. But what was even more disturbing was what her camera had captured that very night. When she opened the door, something dark appeared.
Who?
The following night brought even more terrifying activity. She believed that the poltergeist had entered her house, turning it into a nightmare.
Friends, turn off the live because, as you saw, the broom was already at the door. It came here, the mirror for some reason turned around. I don't understand. I'm not usually afraid, but I've never come across with things like this, never. My mirror turned around. I'd rather sleep with her. I'm sending you this video because things are happening in the apartment that aren't normal. Things. I uploaded a video a few days ago and in the comments people were saying there was a hand above the door. I'm not opening it this time.
Interestingly, he stopped posting updates after this incident. The silence has left many people wondering if he's still dealing with these nightly visits. And if so, has he found help to put an end to that harassment? This clip is short, but that doesn't make it any less unsettling. It was recorded late at night in someone's bedroom. The owner says he has often heard strange noises in his house, but this time he caught something on camera. The bedroom door is completely open at first, but then it slowly starts to close by itself. No one can be seen in the room, and there doesn't seem to be anyone behind the door. What do you think? Just a simple draft or something much more sinister? You decide. Thanks for watching this far. Only the brave get here. Leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the bell for more horror. Have some good nightmares.